Pendulums will always stray you away from your goals. They will distract you from the life that you are actually here to live. So you as a conscious individual, your job through your journey, one of them, is to always stay true to yourself. Be authentic. Know what it is exactly to the T that you want, that you desire out of this life. And have mental clarity about your path. What feels right to you, what feels good to you is your path. Anything else are just pendulum provocations and distractions. So, one thing you have to understand is that anything in reality, in order to prolong its existence, needs to source constant life energy, right? Anything that is not maintained, as you know, in physical reality, just withers away. This is the same for your body. This is the same for, bridges, buildings. This is the same for friendships, relationships, anything. Think about it. Anything that is not maintained with continuous attention, life force, slowly declines and withers away in this life. So this is not just true for yourself and your body, but also everything in existence, even ideas, even objects. Think about it. A philosophy that is birthed into physical reality. It was just an idea at one point, right? And someone actually wrote it down, made a book about it. And now a lot of people started following it. So it creates its own pendulum a little bit. It will only remain relevant in reality if it receives constant life force from more and more people. The more life force it receives, the more relevant it becomes. Think about the news. The news is only relevant because a lot of people watch it. A lot of people are giving it its attention, life force. And so they are trying to get life force from you. But not just the news, really anything in life. Anything. Down to a simple idea, simple conversation, a person. They're just constantly trying to take life force from you. Don't look at this as a bad thing. Don't look at this as a scary thing. It is simply you just going through life, and what you have to do is remain really consistent about what you want. Get clarity on what you want so that all of these outside influences that are trying to take your life force, because they need it to survive, so they don't distract you off your most authentic path, your path of greatest success and happiness. This is one of the earlier parts of reality transurfing that really blew my mind and really allowed me to find more of who I was, more of what made me happy, more of what my purpose was in this life, my path. Because, just getting into this entrepreneurial realm and getting into following my passion, you want to follow your passion, but then in the beginning, especially when you're just establishing yourself, you want to just chase the money. You want to just chase the views or the attraction and whatnot and the success. And that is what I was doing very in the beginning before I even started my YouTube channel. But over time, reality transurfing really allowed me, with the knowledge of pendulums, to understand that, if you constantly chase things like money and success, which are just kind of concepts made by pendulums to attract you even further, these are the two greatest things that people chase. And so pendulums constantly create these ideas and, structure ways of thinking in people that make them chase those types of things like glamour, success, fame, money, and then ditch their own purpose completely, ditch their own authenticity. And people chase the money, ditching this, failing to realize that their own authenticity and their passion is the path of their greatest success and money and wealth and fame and whatever they could possibly want. So, throughout my journey, it's been very beneficial to know about, okay, when I come across, and even till today, I practice this. You have to, throughout your entire journey. There will be so many crossroads where, you're trying to make a decision, and you can either go for, some of those like glittery things like glamour and whatnot, and respect and whatnot, proving your worth to other people and whatnot. Or you can go for truly what your heart desires. So you see, as long as you stick to what you think will make you truly happy, what you think your heart really wants, rather than what society might want you to want, what your parents or your family might want you to want, what you think you should be going after because you're obligated to, because you owe someone something. As long as you stay off of all those things and continue to follow your heart's desires, you will stay on your most authentic path. But pendulums, throughout your journey, rest assured, will try to stray you away from your goals. That's why I constantly emphasize conscious awareness. Because in order to have mental clarity about what you want, in order to move through this process and actually identify what your heart wants rather than what your mind is just chasing, you need conscious awareness. You need a level of clarity of being to identify these things. In the beginning, when I had just started my journey, my brain was constantly fogged up because my lifestyle did not support this mental clarity. And I was chasing so many of the wrong things. As I unraveled, as I peeled the layers of, conditioning and expectations and obligations off my mind through meditation, through yoga, through healthy living, healthy eating, healthy being, and conscious awareness, flowing awareness into my day, I finally began to realize what it is that I truly value in this life, and what it is that I'm spending so much energy doing, but I don't really care for. Things like spending hours going out, things like chasing the wrong things, having the goals that won't really bring my heart any happiness, but were rather just for proving my worth to other people or chasing things like success and money. And the more that I live on my authentic path, the more I'm realizing how easy it becomes, actually, how easy it is to stay on your authentic path once you actually live this lifestyle, once you step up to the plate and you want to live this life, declare that to life. And I'm also realizing how much more effortless this experience is once you're not chasing the wrong things, once you're not doing things out of obligation and fear. I'm realizing how much life comes to meet you and gives you what you want when you go your own way. I'm learning how good it feels every single day to wake up and be excited about the possibility of what can occur that day. Life truly becomes an ongoing holiday, like Vadim Zeland says in the book Reality Transurfing, when you start going your own path and living your truest expression. People are like, how do I live my unique expression? How do I start being authentic? That's the thing. You don't have to do anything to be authentic. You're doing something to not be authentic right now. You're putting an effort to not be authentic. The process of being authentic and living your true path is a process of unraveling all the BS that you have been subscribed to all your life and peeling those layers off and realizing more of who you truly are, and then just being yourself. Sometimes you have to make a decision, and you get kind of, pendulums will kind of poke at you, chase this, chase that, chase this. This is where someone else is doing this, so you should go do that too. But then you have the mental clarity and the conscious awareness in that moment to choose what you actually want rather than all these external influences. So I always say that pendulums are not necessarily a really important topic in reality transurfing once you just understand what they are fully and you kind of simplify your life in this manner. And truly, that is true, okay? But in the beginning, when you still don't understand what pendulums are and how you are being influenced by external things, it will really do you some benefit to gain a deeper understanding of what pendulums are. Study them and be at a heightened level of awareness where you are looking out. Not like things are trying to get at you. Don't be like fearful, but simply being at a heightened level of awareness to always choose what you want rather than what is coming from the outside being imposed on you. But after a while, I promise you, it becomes so effortless to not even think about pendulums. Like, I go days without thinking about pendulums. The only time I think about pendulums is when I make videos. That's it. I don't ever think about pendulums otherwise. But I know this is a topic that many people struggle with. This is a topic that many people want to hear more about. That's why when I make these videos, I kind of have to put my thoughts together about pendulums and put two and two together and like how it's, being in my experience right now. But over time, it becomes effortless. You just like know what you want and everything else is just secondary. And so that becomes your way of deciding everything. And how you feel becomes like the highest thing, the most important thing. Because as you feel good, as long as you feel good, everything else will start to take care of itself. But you'll see that, when you are chasing things like money, chasing things like self-worth, proving yourself to other people, chasing glamour and all that stuff, those paths don't feel good. When you are grinding and you're in a discomfort every single day, dis-ease every single day, those paths don't feel good. And that's your like go-to signal right there. That is a sign that you're looking for that you are not on the right path. So just get clear about what you want and start going towards what you want. No matter how impossible you think it might be to get what you want, as long as you start paving the way, creating the path, everything will start to work out. This is what I've deeply learned in my experience. I still think back to the days when I had just like a completely, like a blog that was a complete ghost town with blog posts that were so awful now that I look at them. But I remember, being on my blog that time, being so fearful, like, is this journey ever going to work out? Is my channel, is my blog ever going to look like some of the really popular blogs that have been around for years? And I mean, now I don't even blog. Like, if you go to my website, the blog is like not updated at all because I'm more focused on YouTube. But, like now I'm creating a brand. I'm creating a community here. And, people who resonate with my purpose and like me, I'm attracting all these people. If you're watching this video, you're one of them. Like our journeys are linked together and, we are growing together. We are on this quest for personal mastery together. Whereas that could have never happened if I didn't go my way. You could have never been watching this. You could have never gained any value from any of my videos if I didn't go my own path. So think about it like this. For all the years that you haven't gone your own path and you've just been chasing these external things, how much benefit are you keeping from yourself and other people who you could have also helped? And I'm just saying this hypothetically, like I'm not saying that you are not going on your path. You very well might be right now. But just something to consider, when you go your own path, not only are you of greatest benefit to yourself, like your life starts to flourish, but also especially the ones directly around you, they will flourish even more. But even people distant places in the planet will start to benefit because of you. Today, I get comments from all over the world. I have clients all around the world who are benefiting from my work, from my passion. And it's not like I'm putting effort towards it or hard work. It's just something that I would be doing naturally anyway. Even if I had all the money in the world, all the success in the world, it's just I'd probably be still doing the same thing. So find that for you. Find what you truly want out of this life, what you truly care about, and let go of all the other things because they're truly just pendulum hooks that are just keeping you going in multiple different directions, never really achieving anything, never really coming upon that lifeline, that reality of fulfillment, of realization, of happiness. So it is a beautiful process, but it will only unfold to you, it will yield to you how much you actually want it to yield to you. How strong is your desire to go forward with this? How strong is your desire to actually live your desired path, your authentic, unique path? And how strong your desire is not reflected by how much you think it is, how strong you think it is, but rather your actions. Do your actions portray to life that you have a really strong desire? Are you all in on yourself? All in on your life? The degree to which you are all in is the degree to the results that you will receive. So go on this journey, be very clear about what you want, have mental clarity, and stay away from the countless pendulums that are always trying to receive life energy from you. Realize that even little problems and obstacles that come up, they are, pendulums, that they're trying to source life energy from you. When you just don't give them any attention, they cease to exist. They just fade away. Even problems, you can start dealing with problems like this. Not giving them constant life energy all the time, but rather being focused in what you want and keep going towards that while feeling good. Problems literally wither away. Problems, when they can't source life energy from you in your reality, have no basis, have no foundation for existence. So naturally they fade away, and how you experience this is, some magical solution just comes up, or not even magical. It'll be very logical to you, and a problem just takes care of itself, or someone else takes care of it for you. It'll be logical for you, but it will kind of go away in a magical way. Just keep away from pendulums. All right. So that's all I have for today. Watch my free accelerated reality masterclass in the description box below. Learn how to accelerate your manifestation process, the time between a desire and its manifestation. It's completely free. Watch it below. All right. If you're interested in learning transurfing through my course, if you don't want to read the entire book, the link for that is also down there. Check it out. But other than that, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.